Hi, I'm Tina Carini at SpongeNStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So I wanted to bring to you guys these sweet little cards here that I have made. This one was the first one I made when I first got the stamp set back in June. Well, actually, no, it was even sooner than that. It was when we were allowed to pre-order. So this one I made recently. And I just thought that they are so cute. So I wanted to share them with you and show you how I created them. So I'm going to move those up. I was using the designer, or I am using the Brights Collection Designer Series paper. This is the Bermuda Bay. And this is the Flirty Flamingo. So I thought, you know, this would be really pretty in the Pacific Point. And since we don't have Pacific Point in our Stampin' Blends, or at least not that I know of, I thought that the Balmy Blue would really look pretty because of the lighter blue in the checks. So that's what we're going to do today. So I have a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic black cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then our designer series paper, Pacific Point, this is the Brights Collection, is 5 by 3 3/4. And then a piece of Whisper White that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And the reason why I'm using the rectangle piece here is because I thought, you know, some might not have either the ovals framelits or the stitched shape framelits, which is what this is cut from. So I thought, you know what, why don't I just do just a piece of cardstock that's cut into a rectangle, and we can do it like that. And I think it's going to be just absolutely adorable. So I'm going to put this stuff here aside, and I am going to go ahead and ink this up. But before I do, this is the stamp set. This is one of our newer ones that came out in the new catalog, Creativity is Calling. This is Over the Moon. We're using this sweet little image right here, the little heart bubble, and then the sentiment that says, over the moon for you. I think that is so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to ink up this image in some of the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we are just going to try to center this on here, but I'm going towards the top some and just stamp down. And that should be good. Very good. Okay, and then I am going to use this little strip here, and we're going to ink up our little bubble too in the tuxedo ink, Memento Tuxedo ink, and I'm just going to stamp that right over here in the corner, just like that. And then our sentiment, we're going to ink that up too in the Memento ink. And I'm going to try to stamp this as straight as I can. I'm looking at it at an angle. It's a little crooked, but it'll be all right. Have I told you guys that I really seriously think I have an issue with seeing straight? I don't think I see straight. At least that's my excuse and my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so we're going to put this out of the way. We're going to bring back our little cow, and I'm going to use my dark Balmy Blue and start with her little, or his little boots here, and just quickly give them a little color. And this one over here as well. Well, I should have used the other tip. There we go. And then the petals on the flower, just give those a quick little color. And then I'm going to color just around the edges of them, or towards the center anyway. Just kind of darken that up just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my dark Daffodil Delight and color the center of the flower. That's so pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to use my light basic black and color the spots on our adorable little cow here. This guy makes me laugh and smile. They're so cute. And his little tip of his tail and his little poof poof on his head here. Okay. And his hoofs. Just like that. And then the bottoms of his shoes. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my light granny apple green and give these leaves a little color. Just like that. And my light Flirty Flamingo and just give a flick in the ears. And then I'm gonna do on these two cards here, this one I colored in the front of his face with the Flirty Flamingo because I don't have a lighter pink. So I used the Flirty Flamingo and it's cute and all, but I really just didn't want it to be that pink, especially on this card because this is more, it's not really masculine, but it's, you know, it's blue. So you could give it to a guy if you'd like to. And then on this one, I used the soft smoky slate, and then I took my color lifter and just lifted a little bit of the color to lighten it. But on this one, I'm not going to do that. I am just going to color in his little nostrils there. And I'm just going to leave it alone. I think he looks very cute, and we are almost done. I almost said, what? And we're done, but no, we are almost done. I have a little sponge dauber here. And I am just going to carefully color, sponge around our cow down at the feet here. Just kind of carefully doing it like that. Maybe a little bit more right in there. Okay, so now I have this little grass sprig here, and I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green and stamp one there, and maybe one right there. There we go. So now he's all done and he is ready to mount on the card. So we're going to put that aside for right now. Now we need to take our dark Poppy Parade and just color in our heart. And then we're going to do some fussy cutting. Actually, I've already done the fussy cutting, but you would just fussy cut this out. And I've already done that so that you guys do not have to watch me do that because that's torture. Okay, I'm just a little honest there. All right, so now I need my snips. And I am going to give this a little trim because I did not stamp that very straight. I just want to kind of straighten that out just a little bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to come over on the top of it. Just like that, and just like that. And trim this side down just a little bit. And it's still not all that straight. There we go. That's good enough for me. And we've got our sentiment and our heart bubble. We've got our little adorable little cow. We've got our card base. That is the Thick Whisper White. And we're just going to take our bone folder, give that a nice little crisp fold there. And then before we attach this to our black, on this card, I did the lace. And I was going to put the lace on this, but I thought, no, let's keep it looking still as much masculine as we can. So I decided I'm not going to do the lace. But on this one, I had the baker's twine on here and took it off to do the lace. So I don't want this to go to waste. So I'm just going to slip this on here. And all I did was just wrapped it around twice and then tied a bow. So that's all I did to get that on there. But we are going to do that. We can move it around when we get situated here. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down flat onto the card like I did the same thing with these. I just adhered them flat and then popped up our sentiments and our little heart bubble. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to take some of my liquid glue and get this out. And we are going to kind of center this, kind of like that. I want to leave enough room for my sentiment down at the bottom, just like that. Okay, I think that that is pretty straight. And then we're going to pop up our heart bubble and our sentiment. So I am going to cut some of these off here. Actually, this one is cut. We're going to put that right on our heart and take the backing off of it. And we're going to put that right there. I think that is going to be very cute right there. And then we're going to pop up our sentiment. So I am going to cut a piece there and a piece there. I think that 2 will probably be enough. So we'll put one right there. Well, and 1 here. These little guys are sticky. Okay, so we'll pull that off and pull this off. And we'll try to center this right there. Looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down to my basic black layer here. And try to get that on as straight as I can see. All right, here we go. Okay, that's good enough for me. And now we are going to adhere that to our card base. Just like that. It could come over this way some more. Come on, just a little bit more would be fantastic. Okay, there we go. I'm okay with that. All right, so there we go. And then for the inside, you can just write your sentiment. You can stamp anything that you would like to stamp on there. You can stamp the cows. You can even take, I don't think this is long enough, but you could take your piece of your designer series paper that is long enough to go right across there, or you could leave it just like that and it would be really cute. Or you could do your grass sprigs. Let's do that. Let's do some grass sprigs down at the bottom. I think that would be really cute. So we could just do some grass here. I think that that is going to be really cute and different, and I think I might just like that. And then we could come in with the lighter shades to kind of fill it in some, stamp it off a little, just like that. Pretty cute, huh? And then you have your card. There you go. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it gives you some inspiration, and also check me out on my blog. You can hop over there at SpongeNStamp.com, and there'll be a full listing and description of this card and the supplies that I used and the measurements, with an easy click shopping list as well for all the supplies that I've used for these cards. And hop on over to my Facebook page, SpongeNStamp with Tina, and I go live every Tuesday nights at 7:30. And on my group page, Let's Be Creative Together, I go live on Fridays at noon for some lunchtime stamping. Thanks so much for joining me today. And if you like this video, please hit that little red subscribe button, and then there's a little bell icon that's right next to it. If you click on that, then you'll get notified every time I post a new video so that you don't miss any of them. And thank you so much again for joining me. And I hope that you will leave this video feeling inspired and that you will give this a try. Okay, thanks so much. Have a fantastically, wonderfully blessed day. Until next time, bye-bye.